up a town over trying to find a car for my sister. She needs one desperately, doesn't have any money right now, so I'm going to pick her one up. We're just coming into this little subdivision here, and hopefully this guy's got a car for me. It's a 2001 Ford Taurus, I think. They're not too bad of cars. It needs a power steering pump, so there'll be a bit of work to do on it. But he just texted me that he can't find the keys, so we'll see if he has found the keys, and we'll, I guess, go from there. According to the GPS, the guy's right at the end on the right. So we should be able to see the car. Man, I couldn't live in one of these little complexes. Okay, well there's the car. It's the white one beside this pickup. Right there. So hopefully Buddy comes out with the keys. Well, it turns out Buddy can't find his keys, so I guess we're not getting the car. Probably just shove the trailer down this little hole here, and then I could turn around. Well, we'll see if he calls me back. So, pretty funny, I drove 45 minutes. Yeah, look at the time now. I drove 45 minutes back towards home, and the guy phoned me. He found his keys, so I haggled him down over the phone pretty good, so we're gonna go back and pick that car up, I guess. So let's do that. Oh, here's the car. It stops, it brakes, it's not shaking. It doesn't have power steering right now, so it's actually not bad at all. Yeah. Step on the throttle a little bit, it gets up and goes. I don't know. I think it's coming home. I don't see any reason not to. Step on the throttle. Yeah. Seatbelt light's dinging, which is probably because I'm not wearing a seatbelt, but the AC doesn't appear to work, which is fine. I didn't expect it to. It's actually funny, it's the guy said it's got no power steering pump working, but it doesn't feel bad. Like I'm gonna change the pump. It's definitely not working, but I guess I could check what the engine light is, but I also don't really care. So let's yeah, I think we're gonna buy it. Okay, let's get this car loaded. Better than that. Sweet. We're on here. Up over the arm, I guess. Why that's a wiggle. Okay, that looks better on the GoPro. Anyways, yeah, we got her loaded. We got tied down. We're just gonna go up the road just a little bit and make sure that it doesn't get loose or anything, doesn't move around. You can see it in the mirror just barely there, but there it is, following us home. Hopefully it follows us all the way home. Wacky wavy inflatable arm flailing tube man. Lots of traffic today. It's Friday. It's not a long weekend or anything, but here we are. This is why I like my little town. I got no stoplights. This city's actually really small too in terms of cities, but it's a hell of a lot busier than what I'm used to. Check all my straps here. We only made it a couple K down the road. I just wanted to make sure things were, yeah, doing exactly that. Getting tight, staying tight. Couple clicks on the front, couple clicks on the back. Look at that view. Kind of pretty. Williams Lake. And here's this beast. Hopefully this does pretty well for me. Now that every one of their dogs gone by me, I can get back on the road. It's okay, there's lots of passing lanes. Okay, we got this thing home. Needs a power steering pump, so I got a new one, but I think there's fluid in it. The power steering just doesn't work. So I got a puller kit. That's for the wheel or the pulley on the front, and I got a new power steering pump. So you can hear it screaming and yelling, but the power steering's not really working. So let's just change that pump. Okay, first step is we got to get the belt off. Are you kidding me? Well, it hit the ground, thankfully. Are you kidding? Like, okay, so it's definitely a 15. So the tensioner is right here. No, the tensioner's down here. Oh, where I can't actually get anything on it. It's that one there. That's good. Nice. Okay, so I got a 15 wrench. Just got to figure out which way to go with it. That's obviously that way. No, we can just pull the, actually, just pull the belt off this pulley. Okay, belt is off. Next step, fighting in close proximity with all of this jazz. Yeah, apparently we can just pull the pulley off. So these guys go around the stub. with this, and it works together and pulls the pulley off. Anyways, I'll show you. The fun part for me is not being able to see. Because my hands are huge and I don't fit down in here. Okay, well I got the thing on. The most annoying thing is stuff in the way when you're trying to do work. Especially stuff that has no reason being in there, no business being in the way. We're getting there. If I can just get this cup over top of everything, we're in business. Hey, look at that. It's together. So that's what it looks like. Hopefully you can see in there. Anyways, it's just this setup on the picture in there, so that should pull the pulley off no problem. Okay, so we just have to get our hands in here and pull this pulley off now. This is where it's nice to be a mechanic with really small hands. Unfortunately, that is something I do not have. Are you kidding me? Blower rad hose is just enough in the way to fight me there. Who do you think you are? You're gonna cut all the way off, aren't you? He finally off? Good. Jeez. Good, you're gonna fight me all the way, aren't you? No reason for that dumb of a design. Now is it 1, 2, 3 bolts that hold that on? Okay, see if we can get this off. Oh, why are you so tight? Okay, cool. So that's loose. So it's just those 3 bolts at the front. I just got the 2 lines on this thing to get. Cool. 18. That's stupid. Ouch. Okay, no matter what, it's going to leak some anywhere, so whatever. I understand why you're bent just enough to be in my way. Okay, I don't think that's the piece it's supposed to thread out. Oh, maybe it is. Oh no, whatever. We can take it apart in here. I hate Ford engineers, honestly. They're the stupidest bunch of people. Like, you can't get a wrench in here without hitting the dipstick, without hitting the tube, without hitting the AC, and without hitting the power steering line. There's no reason for any of that. That hurts so much. I see why that was so hard. Some brainiac put thread sealant on this. You don't run thread sealant on this style of fittings. Oh, there's my rig. I got the bottom hose off, I got the side hose off. This should come out of here. Cool. Okay, so here's the new one. That was cool. Okay, so that's exactly what I took off. How about we stop fighting? Okay, so these are important. Okay, so it comes with a tiny little O-ring and this washer. Oh, did it just slice me open? Probably. Hope you can see what I'm doing, kinda. I'm just fighting to get this washer on. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get this O-ring inside without dropping it. Okay. Well, it's in there. So in there, in that hole, is now an O-ring. And then we've got the seal on here, so that should seal. So that's how it works to pull it off. It pushes on the inside of the thing and just yanks the pulley straight off. And that's how it works. To push it back on, we need, this is the piece that's going to screw it on. And it's going to use this. So this threads into the, on the car. This is going to thread into here. And then this assembly is going to tighten and push it onto the thing. That's just going to thread onto the thing and literally just push it straight on. Just regular ETF in it.
$50 ounce, $45 ounce. Like the farther you go into Kelowna, I can get $45 ounces. You're not going to.
Okay, now we just turn the wheel and hopefully the fluid goes down. It's kind of annoying and it can take a long time. But if you don't do this properly, you'll suck a bunch of air in. Another way I could do is start it up and just pour it in, but you almost need two people for that, and it makes it very hard to get it proper. Okay, I'm just going to pull a bit back out so that it doesn't overflow on me here. Now I should be able to turn it a lot better. Is it spilling again? Why are you spilling again? I sucked a lot out. It's just air. It's just air working its way to the top. Trying to avoid making a mess. The reason I'm being extra careful here is the last one we did. I had a mechanic working for me. We changed one on this exact same car, and it turned out the pump was faulty, but we started it up and it shot fluid. Oh man, it covered the shop. which led to a whole bunch more diagnostics. And I'm just having flashbacks of that. This, I'm not 100% sure if the pump cavitated and fried because the guy didn't get all the air out or not, is kind of what I'm getting at. So I'm just making sure that all the air's out of this one. I've never done on these, I've never done more than just turn the wheel a few times. Like, I usually do this 3 or 4 times, start it up, and it's good. But I don't know if I trust that anymore. But what are we losing by trying, I guess? Camera says 4.5 minutes that I've been recording going back and forth, so. Now keep a close eye on that. If I turn it really fast, I can actually get bubbles to come out. Yeah, there's the bubbles. Just when I think I'm done, it bubbles again. See, it's making fluid because there's air coming up in the system, and the higher it gets, the more it pushes up on that reservoir. Then it bubbles and goes down. So the last time, there's a little hole in that cap. So the last time we did this on a different vehicle, it was same model, same engine, same everything. Started it up and that went like a geyser because the pump was bad. So I've turned this 100 times at least. Been going for 10 minutes. Fluid's full in there. Should be able to start it up. Tires are still off the ground so we can move them. Let's see what happens. Oh, I hope it's not the steering rack. That's much less fun. There's a lot of air in the fluid, so that's a good possibility. Let's jack it back up. Lots of air coming out, that's good. This is the most grueling part of the whole operation, just bleeding it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start it with it cap off and try to fill it or something, I don't know. See if it works. Start it up and hopefully maybe I can fill it up. There we go. Got the Diesel Creek squeal going on. That's what it looks like inside. You can see the fluid spinning around in there, but it's not aerating, so that's really good. That means nothing's wrong. We should be able to put this back on the ground, and it should work now, so. Oh, you don't need the squeal. See if the power steering works. Really? What? I wonder if it's the steering rack. It's not perfect. It's not bad. It's kind of working. It's easier than it was, I think. Ah, yeah, you see what's going on? That was just a little bit over full though, because last time it shot. So we can drain that down a little bit. That's my fault for overfilling it there at the last minute. There. Should be able to drive it now, I guess. Clean the belt off. No more squealing. Must be working air out of it. It's definitely working air out of it. That's okay. Typical Ford, the power steering pump just has to be loud about it. There's an oil leak underneath too. It was really full of oil. Okay, underneath we go. Won't be hard to find where it's leaking. That doesn't look good. Ah. Oil pan gasket. And it looks like someone's been here. I wonder if it's just loose. That'd be cool. Nope, they all feel tight. You know, if the starter didn't have to come out, this wouldn't be bad. Let's phone the parts store! I guess let's try to get this fixed. And drain the oil first and pull the oil pan off, I guess. I don't have a gasket. No one in town has a gasket, so we're probably just gonna silicone it back on. Okay, I think I need to pull the starter out. Really? 13 mil for a starter. That's funny. Whatever. There's a starter bolt missing. Look how long that was. Again, Ford engineers, just don't let it go far enough. Can I get the oil pan off? I think I can get the oil pan off. Oh yeah. Doesn't need to come right out of there. For the sake of this not dripping on me while I'm working on it, we'll put this back. Maybe. And because that's a drain plug, and I don't want to forget later, we're just going to tighten it down now just in case. Because if I look underneath and see it in there, I'm going to assume it's tight and good to go. Now I can assume it's tight and good to go because I didn't leave it loose. Okay, 45 more of those, I guess. I guess that's it. I know for a fact you don't need to pull the oil pan off, or you don't need to pull anything else. So maybe the oil filter, so the starter can get out of the way. You can see whoever was here last has this all ripped and gross and like, oh, this is infuriating. I can't get the starter out of here because the wires are like nothing too short, like so close. No, but the starter's like right there. Like, that's what you get when someone's been here before. See how hung up that was on nothing? See how hung up this is on nothing? Why? But it can't come down anymore due to this exhaust. Okay, we're going to try to get this O2 sensor out. The pan's hitting it, so I unplugged it. I got this wrench on here, so let's see what happens. Oh, sweet. I got it. Those of you who have ever done O2 sensors, you know that that they can be a struggle. I just hope with this out it clears. I've been wiggling it for the last half hour and this is the only thing I could think of. And of course taking out an O2 sensor on a rusty exhaust is a last resort. But we got it, so that's good. As long as it clears, we're happy. If it doesn't clear, I have no clue what I'm gonna do. Please come out of here. I'm like actually begging you a little bit. Please come out of here. Still hitting. Well, I'm going to YouTube and figuring this out. Okay, lucky me, I get to pull some exhaust pieces off. Okay, down here there's 2 bolts I need to get off. I don't know if there's nuts on the bottom side of that. There is not. Now I don't know if I have to take these right out. So I'm not gonna until I know I have to. Well, oops. Okay. That wasn't awful. Now there's 2 13s on the back, I think. So those are right back in here. They're a bit awkward to get to, but I can see them. Again, I don't know if I need to take the front right out. But let's have a look underneath, I guess. What are you stuck on? Thank you. I don't know if you see what I'm picking off, but these guys stick to it. I bet you that's what happened. I bet you they, whoever did this last didn't get all those off. Ouch. Yeah, because they're stuck. Holy. I wish I had a replacement gasket for it, to be honest, but I guess it's getting silicone. Shouldn't be anything that would touch the oil pan. The dipstick's going to be the lowest point, so we shouldn't run into clearance issues anywhere. Yeah, I don't see why not. This gasket's so thin anyways. Here's some time later, we're just cleaning it up. I went to town, I couldn't get a gasket, so I just bought some good silicone. That should be good enough. So I brake cleaned all this off. I'm just cleaning it up. I already sprayed this thing out, but it's got lots of oil in the base still. I wouldn't mind getting out. That's about as best as it's gonna get. I didn't find any chunks in here, so that's cool. Hopefully I didn't have it apart too long ago. Okay, I guess I need to... Okay, I got a tube of silicone. This is really good stuff. It sets in 5 minutes, they say. I've used it lots. They call it the right. Okay, I got the oil pan all siliconed. And we're just going to try to set it in place without wrecking it on anything. There we go. Okay, let's get some bolts in this, I guess. There's a lot of gunk on there, so that should hold. The warm afternoon breeze just rolled in and hit me in the face. It's nice, but it's hot. Okay, the oil pan is bolted on. Just going to get the rest of the 100 bolts in it. Okay, well, pretty much everything is back together. Unfortunately, my GoPro died there. I got the oil pan on. I got the starter bolted in. I got the exhaust bolted back on. The only thing left to do is put oil in this and see if it leaks. I don't know, do we let it sit for a bit or do we just put oil in it? I think we just put oil in it. Don't want crud in the engine. There's that. Now this engine holds pretty much this whole thing exactly. Oil pan's torqued. I know I torqued the bolt, the drain plug bolt, because I talked about that earlier, so we are good to just put this in, as long as the silicone's hard enough. That's 5 minutes silicone. You're good to go in 5 minutes, so we're good. Oil filter's been changed. Oil filter's been tightened. Alrighty. Is it leaking? Not yet. It shouldn't. Alright, start it up now and see if it leaks. Got oil in it. The alternator squeaking. Yep, it's definitely not dripping. Okay, let's get this exhaust tightened back up. Okay, this thing's all fixed. Let's go work on something else. Spark plugs. Yeah, that's why they're see the difference? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to look like. That's what they're not. That's awesome. I've seen worse.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've seen these so bad where that whole nub is like gone. At that point, they don't run very well.
No.
This one still ran good.
Yeah.
It can only get harder from here.
Fuck, I usually end with the easy ones.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that, and then I was like, nah. I found it.
Fuck yeah.
Done.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's a spark plug on the end of this.
Yay. Sixes.
Oh, cool. That clicked right on. That's cool. It's wrapped around a wire. No.
No.
Didn't I say I didn't want to get dirty? Why am I in here?
I would do it.
You what?
I said I would do it.
No. Were you serious? They always come gapped out of the factory, but you got to make sure you look and make sure they don't touch
Oh, okay.
right in there.
Yeah.
Because quite often people will drop them in the boxes and they'll slam down and bend.
Oh.
And then you got to bend. Then you got to set them properly. Yeah, spark plug gap is actually very important. That's why when they get super loose like that one that you can damn near measure with a tape measure, it's not happy. That was a misfire for sure. It was perfect. Out of the way, boot.
Is the car making you happy? Would you like a moment alone?
Pull that last spark plug out for me. Yeah. You didn't look at the spark plug before you passed it to me.
I did not. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it good?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. None of those are happy. That one's the worst. That's awesome. Nothing left of that at all. Maintenance. Okay, that should fix the running issue,
Jesus Christ.
and the bogging issue, and the farting issue. Let's take this for a test drive.
It could have been duct tape. It's gonna say Core had a hood sticker.
Oh. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Yeah, it starts better.
Oh my god.
And it's smooth.
Much?
You can do it. It's like a USB. It's upside down twice first.
It's always.
Okay, we're on. It's plugged in. Now, the problem with Fords is they don't let you read all the codes, so we're not going to be able to see anything. But it should at least let us clear them, so. There are the terrible codes. What are you? Pending 0 fault 9. Type in P0340. Enter. Camshaft position sensor circuit. Okay. P1131.
Oops. Faulty fuel pump.
Fuel pump, combustion chamber. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, stop. Oxygen sensor code. That makes more sense. Okay, that'll just be a leading code then. 1151 will be the same on a different bank. 340 will be the same on a different bank. 331, that's similar. 51 similar. P0304. That's an O2 sensor code, I think. Oh, that's misfire code on cylinder 4. Okay. And then 0305 and 0306 is all misfire code. So we're going to clean these. Erase. Yes. Erase done. Engine lights off.
Sweet.
Oops. Rescan. No codes. Unplug me. Okay.
Amazing.
It's not grumpy. At least the power steering works.
When it's moving.
Well, that's normal for a big heavy car. Yeah, it's way happier.
So much happier.
And no engine light, no flashy noises. Gonna make out of fuel noises, but that's because you're broke.
I know.
Doing good car things. Acceleration test. Oh, that's interesting.
That's strange.
It could be because you're out of fuel. Like it genuinely could be because you're out of fuel. Let's turn around.
Fair.
Literally coughing and sputtering and farting, and I'm like, wait, there's no fuel in this tank. I'm gonna leave the camera on, so if it dies, you get to know it for the rest of your life. I'm gonna save it and send it to you on your birthday. No. Okay, how's this hill? Okay, that's a transmission thing. It's seeming normal now. Okay, there we go. And then OD. Okay, you know what? Maybe you just got to play with the shifter. Maybe it doesn't like OD
Okay.
when you're at slower speeds. You'll get better fuel mileage if you use D2 when you're going a little slower. So we'll chalk that up to low on fuel and use an OD, and we'll call this thing fixed.
Yay.